I had a whole bunch of weird paranoid suspicions about what the hell was going on, because there was a lot of stuff I couldn't understand.
Right.
And nobody was really bothering to explain it to me.
Mel Gibson, the guy who's never afraid to speak his mind, is teaming up with the fearless Taraji P. Henson. But here's the twist. Guess who they're going after? None other than the queen of talk herself, Oprah Winfrey. Yep, you heard that right. It's a Hollywood face-off like you've never seen before. And trust me, things are about to get messy. What's gonna happen? Well, that's the fun part. Grab some popcorn, settle in, and let's dive into this epic showdown. You won't believe what's coming next. Getting right into it, Mel Gibson is turning into a whistleblower. That's right, he's trying to shine a light on some of Hollywood's darkest secrets, like exploitation, and all the shady stuff the big stars don't want you to know about. And honestly, it's about time someone spoke up. Curious to hear more? Keep watching, because this is just the beginning. So another interesting thing about this situation is that Mel is not fighting this battle alone. He's teaming up with the one and only Taraji P. Henson. She's been calling out the industry for treating her unfairly, and now she's speaking up about getting paid way less than she deserves, even on projects produced by Oprah. Yep, you heard that right, Oprah. If someone as big as Oprah is underpaying Taraji, you know something's seriously wrong.
Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost.
Let's break down what really happened. Taraji's out there telling the truth, revealing that ever since she worked on Oprah's movie The Color Purple, her paycheck has barely been changed. Can you believe that? The same Taraji who's given us amazing performances in Empire, Hidden Figures, and Proud Mary hasn't gotten a raise in years. Like, seriously? How does someone as talented as Taraji not get the millions she deserves? It just doesn't add up. Stay tuned, because there's a lot more to this story. Now, here's where things get really juicy. Taraji didn't just talk about being underpaid, she actually called out Oprah herself for giving such a low offer. Yep, the same Oprah who's worth billions and could probably pay Taraji in her sleep. Taraji said the pay was so low that she almost quit the project altogether. Can you imagine turning down The Color Purple? That's how bad the offer was. Now, let's take a moment to imagine that scene. Oprah, sitting in her fancy office, sipping on her chamomile tea, offers Taraji a paycheck so low, even her assistant probably makes more. Taraji, being the pro she is, stays cool on the outside, but deep down, she's thinking, wait, are you for real right now? I can just picture the look she gave Oprah, because Taraji's side eye is sharp enough to cut glass. Can you imagine how awkward that must have been? Meanwhile, rumors are flying that Oprah didn't like Taraji spilling the tea about her low offer. In fact, people are saying that Oprah is threatening to use her power to push Taraji out of Hollywood. Yep, Oprah. The same Oprah who's known for being all about positivity and lifting people. But now, some folks are whispering that she's actually using her influence to keep other black women down. Can you believe it? The drama is getting real, and there's a lot more to this story, so don't go anywhere.
Later in the show, Taraji P. Henson on her fight to be paid what she believes she's worth.
I still don't feel like I'm getting paid what I deserve. And
Today,
I haven't gotten a raise or paid. I've been getting the same amount for films since, I think it was Proud Mary.
Since Proud Mary, which was what year?
2018 was when I finally got a real quote. I haven't gotten a raise since then.
If this isn't straight out of a Hollywood soap opera, I don't know what is. Picture being Taraji, already struggling to get paid what you deserve, and now Oprah Winfrey might be coming for your career. So you can't make this stuff up, but it gets even crazier. Some insiders are saying that Oprah's been quietly working behind the scenes to stop Taraji from getting the roles she deserves. Can you imagine Oprah, the queen of talk, going all Godfather style, plotting in the shadows. It sounds too wild to believe, but hey, in Hollywood, anything can happen, right? And then there's Mel. Oh, Mel Gibson. This guy has been through his fair share of scandals, and if anyone knows how to make a comeback, it's him. But now, Mel isn't just focused on fixing his own image, he's on a mission to expose Hollywood's darkest secrets. And trust me, he's not holding back. He's taking on the big players, and it's going to get intense. Meanwhile, there's still a lot more to this story. So, what's Mel up to now? He's joined forces with the film Sound of Freedom, which dives deep into the scary world of a topic that Hollywood's big names seem to avoid. But why is that? Mel's been shouting from the rooftops that the entertainment industry has some dark secrets they want to keep hidden. And get this, he's even hinted that Oprah might be involved in some shady stuff herself. Can you believe it? The plot just keeps thickening.
And and my assistant was there, and he left because he couldn't stand it anymore.
Yeah.
The air had turned cold. And then he left, and I wanted to leave. And because I knew that I didn't want to work with him.
Yeah.
And he was getting scary.
Yeah.
There's a producer I know, successful producer, I will not mention names, but his whole opinion about women on film, from beginning to end, is very brief. He says, women on film, either naked or dead.
And if you think this is just more Hollywood drama, think again. Oprah has a history of making some pretty questionable connections. First up, there was her close friendship with Harvey Weinstein. Oprah was one of his biggest supporters, but we all know how that story ended. There's even talk that she might have helped cover up some of his bad deeds. Then there's the whole mess with John of God, a Brazilian healer Oprah once called a miracle worker. Turns out he was a total creep who hunts hundreds of women. Yikes! It's a wild ride, and it looks like it's only getting crazier. And don't forget about the Jeffrey Epstein connection. People still talk about Oprah's friends who were linked to Epstein. And with all the shady figures around her, you have to wonder, what does Oprah really know about what's happening behind the scenes? Now, looking at Taraji, she's not backing down. After speaking out about being underpaid and almost walking away from The Color Purple, Taraji is standing strong and saying she's had enough. And guess who's got her back? Mel Gibson. He's right here with her, ready to fight for what's right. These two unexpected partners are joining forces to uncover the real Hollywood, one that doesn't want people like Taraji and Mel to succeed unless they follow all the rules. But guess what? Neither of them is playing the game. Mel's already been exposing Hollywood's darkest secret with Sound of Freedom, and now with Taraji by his side, they're ready to take things to a whole new level. And let's not forget about that super awkward moment between Oprah and Taraji. At a recent event for The Color Purple, things were clearly tense. When Taraji tried to pose for a picture with Oprah, Oprah pulled away, totally obvious about it. We're talking about fake smiles, weird body language, and Oprah practically leaping from Taraji when the cameras were around. The tension was so thick, you could cut it with a knife. What's going on with these two? Like, seriously.
Because it created a space and roles for a group of black women.
Yes, and I would just like to say about this whole Taraji, you know, I heard I was trending yesterday because people are saying that I was not supporting Taraji. Taraji will tell you herself.
And of course, Taraji tried to keep things cool. She even went on Instagram to post a sweet tribute to Oprah, calling her a beacon of light and thanking her for her support. But let's be real, everyone could tell it was just damage control. Fans weren't fooled for a second. They saw right through it and didn't hold back in the comments. One fan even asked, were you silent or were you silenced? Talk about calling someone out. So what's Oprah up to now? She's diving into some serious damage control after Taraji's pay reveal made Oprah the target of tons of social media criticisms. Oprah rushed to Instagram to post a long message praising Taraji. She even turned off the comments, probably because she didn't want any more backlash. Clearly, Oprah's feeling the heat and is working hard to fix things. But don't forget, this isn't Oprah's first time facing accusations of mistreating black actresses. Remember Monique? She's been very open about how Oprah supposedly blackballed her in Hollywood after Monique refused to work for free during the Precious press tour. Now, it seems like Taraji might be the next one on Oprah's blackballing list. Meanwhile, we want to hear from you. What do you think about Mel Gibson and Taraji P. Henson's epic battle against Oprah Winfrey? Do you believe